药师佛陀。他有出来吗？阿弥陀佛，大家好，请大家将您的手机调为震动或者关机，谢谢大家。真佛宗西雅图雷藏寺同修药师佛本尊法，恭迎真佛宗创办人无上法王根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛释目莲香上师，众人虔诚合掌，唱诵莲花童子心咒。 我们一起问候师尊好，师母好，大家好。顶礼坛城，一拜根本传承上师及十方三世一切诸佛。嗡啊吽。二拜诸菩萨，嗡啊吽。三拜诸护法金刚，嗡啊吽。四平等一起手，恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛升法王座。
We welcome our limited Guru, Soulness Living Buddha Rinzheng, to enter into the temple hall and to ascend to the Dharma throne.
请师母莲香上师上座。
Inviting Srimula Jamasa Rinzheng to please take seats.
请仁波切作为上师上座，请法师上座，请讲师助教同门善信大德就座。
Inviting all participants to please be seated.
同修药师佛本尊法开示。
The group practice tonight is Medicine Buddha. Visualize true Buddha lineage. Namo Vairocana Buddha. Namo Buddha Lokana. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Padma Kumara. Namo Living Buddha Liansheng. Visualize Great Master and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas radiating light to bless us. Recite the mantra.
Om Guru Lian Sheng Siddhi Hum. 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 Om Guru Lian Sheng Siddhi Hum.
Perform the visualization of the four immeasurables. Visualize ancestors and relatives from the father's side on your right, from the mother's side on your left, friends and teachers behind you, enemies and karmic creditors in front of you, and all sentient beings together practicing tantric dharma and ultimately attaining Buddhahood. Wake up call. Recite purification mantras and the Atyeti mantra.
Om Siodori Siodori Siumori Siumori Soha. Om Vajra Dang He He Hum. Namo Samanto Modalan Om Doro Doro De Wei Soha. 念招请咒 Om Ah Hum Soha.
Invocation mantra.
Ah Hum Soha. Om Ah Hum Soha. 众弟子一心奉请。
We sincerely invoke the Holy Red Crown Bhaja Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng. The Holy Red Crown Bhaja Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng. The Holy Red Crown Bhaja Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Medicine Buddha. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Medicine Buddha. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Medicine Buddha. Namo Vairocana Buddha at the center. Namo Akshobha Buddha to the east. Namo Amitabha Buddha to the west. Namo Ratnasambha Buddha to the south. Namo Amogharbhi Siddhi Buddha to the north. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Jetpan. Namo Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. Namo Padma Kumara. Namo Avalokiteswara Bodhisattva. Namo Manjusri Bodhisattva. Namo Maitreya Bodhisattva. Namo Vajrasattva. Namo Guru Padma Sambhava. Namo Mahachundi Buddha Mother, Heruka, Samapalas, Dakinis and divinities, all Buddhas of the 3 times in the 10 directions, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas. Namo Mahaprajna Paramita. Pay homage using visualization, first to the Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for procession on the ground. Release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for procession on the ground. Release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground. Release the mudra. Fourth half bow. Great mandala offering. From the offering mudra, visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole cosmic space. Make the offering above to the lineage root Guru, the main deity of the group practice, Medicine Buddha, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, 4 continents and sun and moon, transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to allow for civilization. Guru Lana Mien Zana Kang Li Li Ye Da Yen Mi. For full refuge, visualize our lineage root Guru, all the lineage Gurus, Buddha Jewel, Dharma Jewel, and Sangha Jewel to form bright white light to empower us.
念四皈依
We said
咒
the mantra.
南无咕噜贝，南无布达耶，南无达摩耶，南无僧伽耶，南无咕噜贝，南无布达耶，南无达摩耶，南无僧伽耶，南无咕噜贝，南无布达耶，南无达摩耶，南无僧伽耶。做披甲护身，
Armor
手结
protection
金刚合掌
formed by
手
Jack
印
Club's
念
mudra.
金刚手
We
菩
said
萨
Vajrapani
真言
mantra
7
7
Om
times.
Bodhi Lanjali, Om 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 Bodhi Lanjali。念高王观世音
We said Hiking
奉
Guanyin
敬八大
Sutra.
菩萨。南无观世音菩萨摩诃萨，南无弥勒菩萨摩诃萨，南无虚空藏菩萨摩诃萨，南无普贤菩萨摩诃萨，南无金刚手菩萨摩诃萨，南无妙吉祥菩萨摩诃萨，南无除盖藏菩萨摩诃萨，南无地藏王菩萨摩诃萨，南无诸尊菩萨摩诃萨。观世音菩萨，南无佛，南无法，南无僧。佛国有缘，佛法相应，常乐我净，有缘佛法。南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大神咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大明咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无上咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无等等咒。南无净光秘密佛，法藏佛，狮子吼孙足幽王佛。佛告须弥灯王佛，法护佛，金刚草狮子游戏佛，报身佛，神通佛，药师琉璃光王佛，普光功德山王佛，善住功德宝王佛，过去七佛，未来显切千佛，1500佛，万无千佛，500花胜佛，100亿金刚藏佛，定光佛，六方六佛名号，东方宝光月殿月妙尊音王佛。南方树根花王佛，西方照王神通烟花王佛，北方月殿清净佛，上方无数精进保守佛，下方善济月音王佛，无量诸佛，多宝佛，释迦牟尼佛，弥勒佛，阿初佛，弥陀佛，中央一切众生，在佛世界中者，行住于地上，即在虚空中，慈忧于一切众生，各令安稳修行。昼夜修持，心常求诵此经，能灭生死苦，消除诸毒害。南无大明观世音，光明观世音，
高明观世音，
开明观世音，药王菩萨，药上菩萨，文殊师利菩萨，普贤菩萨，虚空藏菩萨，地藏王菩萨，清凉宝山亿万菩萨，普光王如来化身菩萨。念念诵此经，七佛世尊即所奏曰：尼婆尼婆地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真人称地，所哈。尼婆尼婆地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真人称地，所哈。尼婆尼婆地，求呵求呵地。陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真人称地，所哈。尼婆尼婆地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真人称地，所哈。尼婆尼婆地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，毗尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真人称地，所哈。尼婆尼婆地，求呵求呵地， 陀罗尼德尼诃那德毗尼尼德摩诃迦德真人称德娑哈尼婆尼婆德求诃求诃德陀罗尼德尼诃那德毗尼尼德摩诃迦德真人称德娑哈十方观世音，一切诸菩萨，是愿救众生，称名悉解脱。若有智慧者，应请为解说。但是有因缘，读诵口不错，诵经满千遍，念念心不绝。火焰不能伤，刀兵利摧者，贿赂生欢喜，死者变成佛。莫言此是虚，诸佛不忘说。高王观世音，能救诸苦厄。宁为急难中，死者变成佛。诸佛语不虚，是故应顶礼。持诵满千遍，众罪皆消灭。后福坚信者，专攻受持经，愿以此功德普及于一切。诵满1000遍，众罪皆消灭。高王观世音经中。念7遍往生咒。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多哈迦多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多婆毗，阿弥尼多舍单婆毗，阿弥尼多毗迦南德，阿弥尼多毗迦南多，迦弥利迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他迦多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多婆毗，阿弥尼多舍单婆毗，阿弥尼多毗迦南德，阿弥尼多毗迦南多，迦弥利迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他迦多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多婆毗，阿弥尼多舍单婆毗，阿弥尼多毗迦南德，阿弥尼多毗迦南多，迦弥利迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他迦多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多婆毗，阿弥尼多舍单婆毗，阿弥尼多毗迦南德，阿弥尼多毗迦南多，迦弥利迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他迦多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多婆毗，阿弥尼多舍单婆毗，阿弥尼多毗迦南德，阿弥尼多毗迦南多，迦弥利迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他迦多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多婆毗，阿弥尼多舍单婆毗，阿弥尼多毗迦南德，阿弥尼多毗迦南多，迦弥利迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他迦多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多婆毗，阿弥尼多舍单婆毗，阿弥尼多毗迦南德，阿弥尼多毗迦南多，迦弥利迦迦那，最多迦尼娑哈。手结莲花童子手印，观想根本传承上师大白莲花童子三光加倍。持莲花童子心咒21遍，持咒。Om Guru Nian Sheng Siddhi Hom Om 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 Guru Nian Sheng Siddhi Hom。手结药师佛5色光印，先观空。
Form medicine Buddhas, 5 colored mudra. Recite the Suyadama mantra.
Om Sopava Sutta Sarva Dharma Sopava Suttoham. Om Sopava Sutta Sarva Dharma Sopava Suttoham. 观想虚空中有蓝色的
Visualize
月
in the
轮，
sky a blue
月
moon
轮
disk.
中有
At its
金蓝
center,
色
a
种
blue
子字
home
吽字或
of
别字
Bie sit syllable,
放大蓝色光。
radiating blue light.
月轮中吽字或别字旋转，化为一
The
尊
sit
药
syllable
师佛。
revolves and becomes medicine Buddha.
药师佛具32相，
Medicine Buddha is endowed with the 32 marks of perfections. His body
双
is
手结
blue.
定印，
His hands form the meditation
佛
mudra
类
with
盛
an
满
alms
治
bowl
病的
on top
甘
of
露
it.
坐莲台。
The bowl is filled with the
药
healing
师佛的
nectar.
心
He
界
is seated
放
on the
蓝
lotus
色大
throne.
光，
His heart chakra
此蓝
emanates
色
bright
大
blue
光
light,
照
which
灌行
radiates
者，
upon the practitioner
从行者
and
内
enters
跳
into
入
the body
行
through
者
the tip of
自
the
身
head.
变成
The
全身
practitioner's body
有一色
becomes
透明，
transparent in lapis
一
lazuli
切
color,
业障宿
and
业
all
及
karmic
疾病
transgressions,
完
hindrances,
全消
and
除。
sicknesses are completely
观
eradicated.
想药师佛心界蓝光放大，
Visualize the blue
而
light
行者
at
心
Medicine
界
Buddha's
也
heart
放
chakra
蓝光，
enlarges, and
而
our own
光
heart
在
chakra
空
also
中跃
emits
合，
blue light.
而
These
光
two
合
lights
一，
meet at the sky and merge
顿
together.
时行者也
In a
变
split of
身
a
为
second,
药
the
师佛。
practitioner becomes Medicine Buddha, the
空中
Yidam.
的药师佛与
The
行者
medicine
的药师
Buddha
佛无二无别。
That is us and the
编
Medicine Buddha in the sky are completely identical.
在观想药师
Then
佛
visualize
及其
Medicine
他诸
Buddha
尊皆
And
从
all the other
空中
deities
放
emanate
五色
five
大
color
光明，
lights from above
照一切
upon
众
all
生，
sentient beings
令一切众生百病消除，
to alleviate
身心
all
自在，
their illnesses so that they attain self-mastery in body and mind,
而自己
have
变
Buddhist
现
affinity
药
to
师
cultivate
佛，
spiritually,
利益一
and we
切
also
有情，
become Medicine Buddha to
救
benefit
度众
and
生。
deliver all sentient beings.
持药师佛本尊心咒108遍，先做
Recite
念
Medicine
珠
Buddha
观
Heart
想。
Mantra 108 times. First perform mala visualization.
持咒。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚玛哈贝卡兹亚拉扎萨摩卡德黑梭哈。迪亚他嗡贝卡兹亚贝卡兹亚 มหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเตยะธาองเปคาจยาเปคาจยามหาเปคาจยานาจัสโมคาเตเหโสหะเต เตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคาจิยาเปคาจิยมหาเปคาจิยนะจัสสมโมคเตเหโสหะเต เตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะ
เตยะทา
อมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะเตยะทาอมเปคะจยะเปคะจยะมหาเปคะจยะนะจัสสโมคเตเหโสหะ做9节佛
Perform 9
有
cycle
三
Buddha
摩地
breathing into samadhi.
加持八大本尊星咒及六。
Recite the mantras of the eight principal deities and incan Buddha Amitabha.
Om Panamo Ling Holing Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samo Ye Soha. Om Zeli Zuli Zunti Soha. Om Jampana Chanang Chana Ye Soha. Om A Hom Beja Guru Be Ma Siddhi Hom Se. Om A Hom Guru Be A He Sasamaha Lian Sheng Siddhi Hom. Deata Om Bekazia Bekazia Maha Bekazia Naja Samo Katehe Soha. 南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿11万9500同名同号阿弥陀佛。持除瘟疫度母星咒20。
Recite the mantra of Tara, dispels epidemic.
Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha. Om Tara Tutara Tura Namo Hara Hara Hom Hara Soha。请大家起念，请佛注释。
Recite the supplication to the Buddha to stay in the Saha
圣尊秘密主，十方世界佛刹成宿佛，大悲有情海会众菩萨，护教金刚空行前顶礼。世间三毒炽盛业漫漫，身心摧折轮回苦无休。圣尊命念降生度迷情，三宝于是微光护群生。人天福田所依金刚身，受戒传法灌顶次悉地。佛子祈请注释转法轮，利乐无量无尽众生界。恭诵长寿佛心咒108遍，唯
Recite
向
the
世尊
mantra of
健
longevity
康
Buddha
长寿。
108 times and dedicate the merit to the longevity and health of our lineage Guru.
持咒，Om 阿玛罗利珠恩迪耶娑哈，Om 阿玛罗利珠恩迪耶娑哈。Om 阿玛罗利珠恩迪耶娑哈，Om 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 阿玛罗利珠恩迪耶娑哈 Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. 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 Om Amaroli Zundi Soha.
Om
Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha.
Om
Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaroli Zundi Soha. Om Amaloni Zuendi 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 Soha. 回向，加持修法得成就，百病消除，福慧增，本尊和以愿无二，世界众生得安乐，愿同愿佛得同生极乐国，上报四种恩，下济三途苦，见佛了生死如佛度一切。真佛中弟子众等，愿以此同修功德回向。 祈愿圣尊百病不侵，精力旺盛，佛体安康，长寿自在，常住世间，永转法轮。
longevity, self-mastery,
恭
continually
请
staying in
法王
samsara
圣
to
尊
turn the
莲
Dharma
生活
wheel.
佛，作众回向。
Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Liansheng to perform the overall merit dedication. Homage to the main deity of the good practice tonight, the Baisaya Guru, Medicine Buddha of the Eastern Lapis Lazuli realm, Supreme Medicine Bodhisattva, Medicine King Bodhisattva, all-encompassing sunlight Bodhisattva and all-encompassing moonlight Bodhisattva. Homage to Medicine Tathagata, the Medicine King Bodhisattva, Supreme Medicine Bodhisattva, the all-encompassing sunlight Bodhisattva, all-encompassing moonlight Bodhisattva. Homage to the Medicine Tathagata, the Medicine King Bodhisattva, the Supreme Medicine Bodhisattva, the all-encompassing sunlight Bodhisattva and all-encompassing moonlight Bodhisattva. Homage to all the sages. Please guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha lands. We pray that you eradicate the pandemic, eradicate coronavirus. We pray that you bless all beings with good health, all of us here, all wishes fulfilled, calamities transformed into auspiciousness, and with a strong spiritual commitment. We pray that you bless us with ample resources and please enhance our wisdom so that it may be complete and perfect. Please bless us with successful love and respect. Please bless us with the eradication of karma. The medicine Tathagata that generated the 12 major vows. By the power of your vows, may you eradicate all of our illnesses and pain. By the power of your vows, may the Bardo spirits be reborn into the eastern lapis lazuli realm of the by the power of your vows. May all beings feel joy, happiness, love, and respect. By the power of your vows, may all of our prayers be granted. The medicine Tathagata, medicine King Bodhisattva, Supreme Medicine Bodhisattva, all-encompassing sunlight Bodhisattva, all-encompassing moonlight Bodhisattva, and all of their retinue, and gods in heavens, gods on earth, may we be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us, let all disasters turn into dust. May all of our prayers be granted and completed. May the pandemic disappear. May the coronavirus disappear. May karma disappear. May enemies and enmities disappear. May all adversities and unfavorable affinities disappear.
One.
Recite 100 syllable mantra 3 times.
Pecha sato samaya malupanaya pecha sato tenupadicha cetso me pawa suto kayum me pawa supo kayum me pawa anorato me pawa sharwa hasidi me polayata shawa karma sutsame chitamu siniran guru hom ha 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 ปัญคาวันสาวาตถากตาเปจามามิมันชาเปจปาวามหาสมัยาสัตโตอาหมเพอมเปจสัตโตสมัยามานุปานายาเปจสัตโตเตนุปาดิชาจะโจเมปาวาสุโตคายุเมปาวาสุโปคายุเมปาวาอโนราโตเมปาวาชาวาสิติเมปุรายาชาชาวากรรมาสุจาเมจิตามุสินิรันกุรุหม ha 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 ปัญคาวันสาวาตถากตาเปจามามิมันชาเปจปาวามหาสมัยาสัตโตอาหมเพอมเปจสัตโตสมัยามานุปานายาเปจสัตโตเตนุปาดิชาจะโจเมปาวาสุโตคายุเมปาวาสุโปคายุเมปาวาอโนราโตเมปาวาชาวาสิติเมปุรายาชาชาวากรรมาสุจาเมจิตามุสินิยันกุรุหม ha 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 ปัญคาวันสาวาตถากตาเปจามามิมันชาเปจปาวามหาสมัยาสัตโตอาหมเพ做观想大礼拜，礼拜根本传承上师习十方三世一切诸佛啊，Hom 观想顶礼，回天心善印，二拜诸菩萨，Om 啊，Hom 观想顶礼。回天心善印，三拜诸护法金刚，Om 观想顶礼。回天心善印，是平等一起受。念圆满咒 Om Blim Om Blim Om Blim Om Mani Padme Hum 让我们以最热烈的掌声，感恩根本传承上师圣尊莲
Let's
生
give a
活
round
佛
of
加持同
applause
修圆
to
满
show
吉
our
祥。
utmost gratitude to our lineage true Guru for
敬
his
献哈
blessing to
达
this group，
请大
practice.
家恭敬合掌，请释莲传上师代表全体弟子向
The
法王
offering
圣
of
尊
Hatha.
莲
Let
生
us
活
now
佛
join our
请法，
palms with
以
reverence,
表最
and we
崇
would like to
高敬
invite
意。
Vajra Master Silian Chuan to represent all of us to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage root Guru as a symbol of the highest honor.
请大家再次虔诚恭敬合掌，恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛
Now
做
let us
宝
join our
贵的
palms
法
again with the
语
greatest
开
reverence,
示。
and together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teachings.
我们敬礼传承祖师。
First, let's pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Mang Liaoming,
萨迦正空上
homage to Master Sakya Tsung
16世
homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa,
敬礼
and homage to Master Tupten Dorji.
我们敬礼坛城
Homage to the three jewels of the altar.
今天同修的本尊
Homage to the main deity of the group practice today, the medicine Tathagata Baisaya Guru, Sumu
丹真嘎措
Tanzan
土
Katso
登
Dutten
西地
Siddhi,
各位上师
all Dharma
教
masters,
授师
Dharma educators,
法师
Dharma teachers,
讲师
Dharma
助
lecturers,
教
Dharma assistants,
及各位
directors of temples and
还有网络
centers,
上的同门
and all disciples present here and
大
over
家
the
晚安
internet.
大家好
Good evening, how do you do?
你好大家好 愛してる
Aisteru
知らない
Sarange,
ほらみこ
hola amigo,
てけろむちょ
te quiero mucho,
すごい
sugoi,
一番
ichiban,
気持ちいい
kimochi ii,
注意
chui,
やぴ
yappy,
プリンプリン
bling bling,
こんばんは
konbanwa.
今天我们是药师琉璃光如来同修
Today we had the
在这里
group practice of medicine
希
Tathagata,
望最希望的
and what we wish for the most
这一次的瘟疫
is for the
能够很
pandemic
快的过去，
can quickly
另外
pass
呢，这个新冠病毒
and
全部死光光，
that all the coronavirus would die
病毒太
completely.
厉害
This virus is too much. They
有
infect
第一波，
very
还有第二波，
widely. The first wave, the second wave,
事不过三呐、
but hopefully
啊
not
到了第三
more than
波
that,
就叫
not
他们
more than
全
third
部
one.
业务
After the third wave, we want them all to game over.
那个时候就可以瓦力
Then it is finished.
就结束。
Owari.
当然，我们最希望就是说，
Of course, what we wish for the most is that when we have vaccine in the future, that everyone can get them and everyone would have immunity. Then life would return to how it was before coronavirus. Otherwise, if it continues like this, everybody would be depressed. You cannot go anywhere. And our grand ceremonies cannot be conducted. And any grand ceremonies for tens of thousands of people have to be cancelled. It's quite problematic. After the lesson this time, I hope everybody will follow the rules more. So that's a lesson. I hope that Medicine Tathagata and Tara, who dispels epidemics, and the Medicine King, Bodhisattva Supreme, Medicine Bodhisattva, and the Sunlight Bodhisattva and Moonlight Bodhisattva can take care of us. That the True Buddha School disciples, each True Buddha disciple would be healthy and untouched by any illnesses. But we cannot say that we only take care of True Buddha School disciples. So I hope that all Buddhists and all human beings and living beings can live with peace and auspiciousness. Prior to the Dharma teaching, I would like to start with a joke. There is a prisoner who keeps thinking about how to escape from the prison and trying to waiting for the right time. And one day he was working at the farm. You know, sometimes they bring the prisoners to the field to do some work. And inadvertently he found a peach and he became really elated. And he thought, because the sound peach in Chinese also sound like escaping. So he thought, oh, this is a hint that I should escape. And he did. And a few days later, he was caught and put back to the prison. And the John asked him, why did you escape? And then he replied, because I picked up a peach and I thought it was a hint from heaven for me to escape. And but why did you get caught? And he replied helplessly, because I did not pay attention that the peach was a white peach. Oh, which means like escaping for nothing. It's a homophone play of words of Chinese. It's a joke. But as Buddhists, we often receive guidance from the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Sometimes we would receive guidance or hints or revelations, and the revelations and guidance should be complete, and you need to understand the true meanings of them and not misunderstand them. In the past, I remember a true story. My last guru, Master Dubden Dorji, he received the white Tara, a Dakini, telling him that he had to go to Taiwan to find someone with the family name Ro. Go to Taiwan and find someone with a family name Lo. And he would widely spread the tantric dharma of the Dubden lineage. And so Master Dubden Dorji truly went to Taiwan. And he traveled from the north to the south to the central area. He looked everywhere. At that time in Taiwan, there were also people taking refuge in him. But there was none by the family name Lo. Nobody. Lo. The character is the Si Wei Lo, a different Chinese character. And then he returned to Hong Kong. And one day he asked the white Tara, or the white Dakini, he asked the white Tara, so strange, I went to Taiwan and had many people followed me, but none of them had the family name Lo. And then white Tara told him that the person with the family name Lo had been looking for you, but you misunderstood what I said, because the white Tara spoke in Taiwanese. Lo, Lo, Seng. Taiwanese speaks Taiwanese. So the white Tara spoke Lu Seng Yan in Taiwanese became Lo Seng Gan. And in Japanese it would be Lo Katsuhiko. Lo Katsuhiko. So Lu is Lo in Taiwanese. So family name Lo. I personally heard Master Dubden Dorji told me that white Tara wanted him to go to Taiwan to look for someone with the family name Lo, that he would help the Dubden lineage to spread widely. He did not find me, but I found him instead. So that's a misunderstanding.
问清楚，姓罗的是讲台湾这个
Sometimes you have to clarify. So the family name Lo is that Taiwanese or Mandarin Chinese?
当然是视为罗了。台湾话的罗就是卢啊，卢啊。
But Lo in Taiwanese is Lu.
是要清楚分辨这个活菩萨的启示。
So that's why we want to clearly understand the guidance from the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. You cannot misunderstand. Now we will do the question and answer. From Australia, Sydney.
莲花家云，应该是云吧？
莲花家云。
字旁一个云，莲花家云问的。
Ask
顶礼根本上师。
Wholeheartedly homage to the lineage root guru. In Grandmaster's book number 275, Fifth Teachings to the Path to Liberation, on the article Elaboration on the Ninth Cycle Buddha Breathing, you wrote that one must first complete the beginning 7 parts of the practice, perform the Ninth Cycle Buddha Breathing, and then recite Om Pecha Sato Ahom Be 108 times or more. Then enter Samadhi. My question is, do I have to chant Vajrasattva mantra? Or can I chant Yida mantra or Root Guru mantra?
Om Pecha Sato Ahom Pe 就是金
Om
刚
Pecha
萨
Sato Ahom Pe. That's Vajrasattva's heart mantra.
Om Pecha Sato Ahom Pe.
And I teach you to chant Om Pecha Sato Ahom Pe 108 times or more, and then enter Samadhi. Then of course I want you to chant Om Pecha Sato Ahom Pe. You cannot chant other mantras. You ask if you can chant Yida mantra or Root Guru mantra. No. Not Yidam, not Root Guru's mantras. You have to chant Om Pecha Sato Ahom Pe 108 times. Because Om Pecha Sato Ahom Pe and 100 syllable mantra generate the same merits to eradicate karma. Entering Samadhi, why do you need to chant 100 syllable mantra? Because the 100 syllable mantra will transform it into emptiness. And the most important thing to enter Samadhi is emptiness. Is to transform all of your thoughts into nothingness or emptiness. That is the most important part. So when I ask you to chant which mantra, then you chant that mantra. You cannot misunderstand. In the book Fifth Teaching to the Path to Liberation, an article Elaboration on the Ninth Cycle Buddha Breathing, and then if you chant Yida mantra or Guru mantra, although all the mantras are equal and has the same power, but for that time, in order to transform into nothingness, you want to chant Om Pecha Sato Ahom Pe. You cannot misunderstand. We just talked about misunderstanding earlier, about the joke. Family name Lo or family name Lu, that's also misunderstanding. So you should chant Om Pecha Sato Ahom Pe. After 9 cycle Buddha breathing, the mantra should always be Om Pecha Sato Ahom Pe, because you want to transform into emptiness. This way, it would be more beneficial to your samadhi. Question. Is there a difference between the 9 cycle Buddha breathing practice in this article with the one in the Root Guru Yoga or other deity yogas? Of course, there is a difference, because this especially focus on the 9 cycle Buddha breathing. And the most important meaning about the 9 cycle Buddha breathing is to train the circulation of qi inside your body and to train you to focus or to concentrate. Because in order to enter samadhi, you have to concentrate first or be single-minded. You visualize the appearance of the yidam or the appearance of your root guru. And the white light that was exhaled and entering into your nostril and entering, and then another white light, one circle, and then out your right nostril, and 2 nostrils, white light, entering both nostrils into your body. 1 cycle to the apex and back again, and then exhale through your 2 nostrils together simultaneously. And then you do it 9 cycles, is to train you to be single-minded on that light and qi, to focus the mind, light and qi, the union of these 3, and then you would become single-minded. And after that, you recite the mantra that transforms into nothingness, Om Pecha Sato Ahom Pe, and then enter samadhi. That would help you, so that is a method that can let you enter samadhi easily. So the practice procedure and with the Root Guru Yoga and other deity yoga, of course, are different, because this is an elaboration, a detailed explanation on the 9 cycle Buddha breathing. For each of the step, in this book, Fifth Teaching to the Path to Liberation, it was also talking about the 4 preliminary or fundamental practices. And one of them in great details, and it would become a practice procedure. You should just follow it. Don't ask too much. Don't overthink. Don't go into tangent. Just follow it. It would be beneficial to you.
哦，他还有很多问题。
Wow, so many questions.
在师尊文集第275
In Grandmaster's book number 275, Fifth Teachings to the Path to Liberation, on the article, the key formula on the Yidam Deity Yoga 2, Grandmaster mentioned that a Tantrika should learn the visualization of oneness. I enter and enter me. And the key tricks are: 1. Visualize the Yidam moves from the space in front and above the practitioner to the top of the head. Recite the Yidam mantra 108 times. 2nd, visualize the Yidam's nectar fills the practitioner's body, and to make it purified, recite the Yidam mantra 108 times. 3rd, visualize the Yidam transform into a drop of light, entering through the apex to dwell at the lotus blossom at the heart, and recite the Yidam mantra 108 times. 4th, visualize the Yidam gradually enlarges to become completely identical and exactly the same size as the practitioner. Recite the Yidam mantra 108 times. 5th, lastly, the practitioner visualizes oneself to enlarge and to become as expansive as the sky, that the whole cosmos becomes the practitioner. Recite the Yidam mantra 108 times. My question is, do we have to recite the mantra 108 times after each step? I have told you, said it clearly. You're overthinking it. You're still asking questions? I have written it very clearly to recite the mantra 108 times each time, and that's to empower you, to bless you. So that means the root guru or the Yidam will bless you so that you have the power to be able to transform. And you don't want to chant it? Of course you have to. Otherwise, why would I write it in my book? So, writing it for what? For nothing? But it's not that way in the Root Guru Deity Yoga. Can I just use the 4-syllable mantra instead? Jahum Panro?
上师相应法仪轨里面没有提到，这个是炸哄班货，炸哄班货，炸哄班货。
So this is the mudra for Za Hom Ban Ho.
上次相应法仪轨里面没有提到这一点。
The Root Guru Yoga practice procedure does not mention that. So can I instead chant the 4-syllable mantra of Za Hom Ban Ho? Za Hom Ban Ho. That's visualization. The Yidam in the space. The Yidam moves to in front of you. The Yidam sits on top of your head. The Yidam enters into your heart. And Root Guru in the sky, and then moves to in front of you to sit on top of your head and enters into your heart. 4 steps. But you said that it's not mentioned in the Root Guru Yoga practice procedure. So it means that not each Dharma practice would be done this way. So just follow it. If it's not there, don't do it. If it's there, do it. Just follow what Grandmaster instructs. Don't overthink and don't keep asking questions. From Malaysia, Amy.
听的。
Oh, the music sounds nice.
马来西亚 Amy 问的，师尊好。
Malaysia Amy.
是不是还没有修完释迦行，还没有相应金刚
Before we gain
和上师相应法，就不可以
spiritual
修
response from the 4 preliminary practices, Vajrasattva or Root Guru Yoga, are we not allowed to practice the treasure-based energy yoga, the yoga to loosen the 7 chakras, and the 6 posture yoga?
是这样子的，
Thank you very much. It's like
因为现
this
在的时代，
because
大家
this
都求
in this era
速，
everybody wants
因为这个时代也
everything
也跟
quick,
以前时代
instant.
不一样。
It's different from the past.
很多的上师规定都不同，
Every
有的
guru
上师是这样子， 明明
has
修
different
这个
rules.
就一定要灌顶，
For some guru, you need empowerment for
每
each
持
dharma
一个咒
practice.
都要灌顶，
For each mantra, you need
每
an
持一个咒
empowerment.
都要灌顶，每修一种法都要灌顶。
Any
释
dharma
迦
practice,
行
you
就分
need
成4种灌顶，
empowerment. Like for the 4 preliminary practices, you would need 4 empowerments.
现曼达他也要灌，
So for the great prostration, for the great offering, for the fourfold refuge,
四
each
无量
need
心
empowerment.
他也要灌顶。
And for the bodhicitta generation, you need empowerment. For the
例如
repentance,
七
you
支
need
咒他也要
the
灌顶，
empowerment. And for the
好多种灌顶。
Vayukana 7 posture sitting, also need empowerment. Everything needs empowerment. So they're very, very
我们的皈依灌顶
meticulous and specific.
就
But
包
Grandmaster
含
have said it before that our
上师
refuge
相应法
initiation empowerment
里
includes
面
the Root
所有
Guru
一切
Yoga
的灌顶都在里
and
面，
everything in it
也就是释迦
is
行
already included, which is the 4 preliminary practices,
跟
the Root Guru
这些法
Yoga,
全部都在里面。
and all parts of the practice procedure are included in that initiation empowerment.
各个本尊
And the 4 preliminary
皈依灌顶
practices
皈依
are the
灌顶
vase
就包含
empowerment.
上师相应法
So the
里面
refuge
所谓的
initiation
释迦行
empowerment
跟上师相应的法
includes the 4 preliminary practices and the Root Guru Yoga and everything
这
that's
释
in
迦
it.
行包括2个加行，
Someone said that the 4 preliminary practices
上师相应法
include
也包括在里面。另外的一个是
2 other Dharma practices, which is the Root Guru Yoga and what
6
else?
加行是包括什么？
The 6 preliminary practices include what?
6加行，有的讲6加行，
Some people say
上师相应法也包括在6加行里面。
6 preliminary practices instead of 4,
总加行就是上师相应法。
and it
那我们
includes
生
the
活
Root
中
Guru
是规定
Yoga.
是这样的，
And the rules in Buddha school,
就包含了
whenever
上
you receive the refuge initiation empowerment, that would include the 4 preliminary practices and the Root Guru
那么本尊
practice.
法是另外要灌顶。
And for the
本尊法
other
另外就是
deity yogas, then you would need empowerment for that. That's the vase empowerment.
另外还
For
有
all
一
the
种
other yidam practices.
就是说，修保平气，修保平气7重轮运动，跟6肢体功法，
Treasure vase energy yoga, the yoga to loosen the 7 chakras, and the 6 posture yoga. These are part of the
那
inner
么
tantric
你是
practices.
这样子，以前规定是说，
In the past,
释迦行相应的，本尊法相应的，
the rule is
你再来求内法，
that after you gain spiritual response from the 4 preliminary
你
practices
本尊
and
法
the Root
相
Guru
应的，
Yoga or the Yidam Yoga, then you can ask for the inner tantric practices, empowerments. But in this modern day, there are also gurus who have progressed that before you gain any spiritual union with the yidam, you can ask for the inner tantra empowerments of red and white flowers already. So which means the inner tantric empowerments and the yidam empowerment and the refuge empowerment can be given all together. And it is also allowed at True Buddha School. So, if you want to practice treasure-based energy yoga, the yoga to loosen the 7 chakras, and the 6 posture yoga, you need to first receive the second level empowerment, which is the empowerment of red and white flowers. You offer the red and white flowers. The red flower represents the red body and the white flower represents the white body. Then you are allowed or permitted to practice the chi, channels and light drops. And that's allowed in True Buddha School. Or if you want to go step by step, it's okay too. Or you receive refuge empowerment, a yidam empowerment, white and red flower empowerment together, it's okay too. And for the inner tantric empowerment, you have to receive in person. So it is best that you receive the yidam empowerment in person too. But for refuge empowerment, it's okay. You can receive it remotely. This is also already making it very convenient for everybody. Or if you want to go one by one, it's okay too. If you want treasure-based energy yoga, one by one, the yoga to loosen the 7 chakras, it's okay. So many gurus now is to make it very convenient. Because it's not easy to be able to come to Seattle, especially nowadays. During the pandemic, it's not easy to come to Seattle. So that's why once you're here, I can confer the empowerments for yidam, for the inner tantric, the second level empowerment, for the white and red flowers. So the first level, second level, refuge empowerment can all be done together. And the third level empowerment for the highest yoga tantra, you have to receive the empowerment together with your spiritual companion. If you don't, that would be called thievery. That would be violating the precepts and does not comply with the Dharma laws. So for the third level empowerment of the highest yoga tantra, you have to receive it with your spiritual companion, definitely. And afterwards, Grandmaster has to explain, to provide oral teachings and instructions. So it cannot be very casual. If someone is doing it with someone, without receiving the empowerment together, then that master has violated the precepts and would definitely fall into hells.
也是犯戒律的。
And not only masters, but any monks, you will
没
also
有受无上密
for
灌
breaching
点，
the
他假装有
precepts,
受无上密灌点，
or even lay
或
practitioners,
者有一
if they
个
have
上
not
有
received
曾
the
经有一个
highest
上
Yoga
师啊
Tantra
写了很
empowerment,
多的灌顶，要我给他摇灌，
and yet claim that they have,
摇灌这个，摇灌
like
那
a
个，摇灌这
master
个，摇灌这个。
asking for remote
当中他
empowerment for
写了
so
3个
many
小
of
时
them, and then
无上密，
and they
很想
were
让我
in
看不
little
见，
prints saying,
让
asking
我
for the
看不
highest
见。
Yoga Tantra empowerment, so
摇
tiny
灌
that I
顶也有
couldn't,
无上密，
that I missed it. Remote
你是在搞
empowerment
什
for
么
highest
鬼？
Yoga Tantra? What the heck are you?
Plena Oni Plena Ghost， 你在玩鬼呀、
Are you playing a ghost?
那是犯戒律的，
That's breaching precepts. You're violating
一定
precepts.
下金刚地狱。
You're destined to fall into the Vajra hell, and the Yama King will never be
如果
kind
我
on
变
you.
成阎罗王，
If I
我就变成审
become
判人了。阎罗王
Yama
附在我
King,
身
the
上，
judge,
我马上变得很严肃了，
when the Yama King descends upon my body, I would become very
马
strict.
上问你，
I would ask,
马上抓
I
到
would
地狱。
interrogate, and would capture you to hell.
这个无间地狱里面呢、关的就是这些上师，
And at the
犯了戒律，
spaceless hell, there are all these
这个
masters
灌
who were
顶不是随便
violating
的，无
precepts.
上密的灌顶不是随便的。你不
So
能照
highest
办
Yoga
来随便
Tantra
做，
empowerment is not very casual.
早
You have
死
to
啊！
receive it with your
水
spiritual
系
companion. If
真的
not, otherwise you would die early and fall into hell.
犯了戒律很严格的，到了阴间里
That's a
面哦
very serious, grave transgression
一个
if
一
you
个都
breach
逃不
that
掉
precept. And if you're in the hand of the Yama King, you would never be able to escape from it.
所以师尊也是很麻烦。
So that's
可
why.
能你们到了阴间，师尊也要去了阴间。
Because if you go to the netherworld, Grandmaster would have to go
阎
there
罗王会
too.
责问我
For what? Because the
你
Yama
灌顶
King
这些上师，
will accuse me.
这些上师有罪，你也有一份。
Because you were the
我
one
陪你
that give empowerments to these masters. So it is also, you're also to be
到时候我
blamed.
也有罪。
And then I would be tormented too. Then I would have sinned myself too. Because they were
上师是很神圣的。什么叫上师？
empowered by me.
无上之师啊！
You know, the
没有比
master,
这个再更高的师傅。
master or sangsi means the unexcelled guru, the highest kind of guru. So it should have been very holy.
这个真的，我看我也是有罪。
Therefore, I would have sinned too,
太便宜了，
because I made it too easy for them.
最基
I would
本
be
上
guilty
上师
too. The
就是
most basic
我们上师分成
masters,
四种
because there are 4 levels of
Acharya.
mastership. One is Acharya, which means master.
大金刚、大阿塞雷，
The Maha Acharya,
就是大上师。
that's like the great master.
大金刚阿塞雷，就是更高的上师。
And the Maha Vajra Acharya is even higher.
大慈明金
And
刚
the highest or the 4th
最高的
one
上师
is the Maha
阿塞雷是所有的仪轨全部
Vajradhara Acharya. So for the most basic Acharya, you have to
至少
master all the practice procedures.
全部通通都清楚明白。
That you should be very clear about all the key formulas of all the practices. Only then you would be called an Acharya.
各个本尊的仪轨，
So
你都
the sadhana or the practice procedure for all the deities and practices should be mastered very well.
所以应该要
Even
明
the
白
most
这一
basic acharya should understand all those.
Amy 问的，印尼
That was a
谭
question
正乾
by Malaysia Aimi.
谭
And
正
question
乾
from Indonesia.
请
谭
师尊
正乾
指示弟子
Grandmaster, please guide
及修心，
us how to
让弟子
practice
的
the
财
Dharma
及健
and
康
train the
可以
mind
顺利。
so that our financial and health
请师尊指示弟子
faith
如
would
何修法
get
及
better.
修心，让弟子的财运及健康运可以顺利。财运能够顺利，
So
你就
a
修
good
财神法，
wealth or financial
修财神
luck, then you should practice the wealth deity. That's skillful means for
善
convenience.
巧方便。你身体要健康，
And if you want health,
7重人运动，
then you
六
do
肢
the
体操
yoga to loosen the 7
金刚
chakras,
拳法
or the 6 posture yoga, or the Vajra fist
你就
exercise.
修这个健康，
That's for
会
health.
健康。
Then you would be
健康是
healthy.
在密教里面有，
In
如
Tantrayana,
果是在显教，
we do pay
它
attention to health,
没有
but
特
in
别要求
Mahayana,
如何健康。
they don't talk about that.
所以显教的法师啊，连
So Mahayana monks look vegetarian
菜色，你吃素
because
连有菜
they
色，
are vegetarian.
身体很虚，
They look weak.
讲话有气无力。
And when they talk, they have no energy.
奶奶，讲起话来是奶奶，
So when they talk, they're very sissy.
他走路啊飘飘欲仙，
And when they walk, they're like floating,
身体很瘦，
very skinny.
当然肥的也有，
And of course, they're fat
肥菜
ones
有
too,
吃太多，
because they eat too
菜
much
有吃太
fat,
多啊那
vegetable
一般来
fat.
讲素的东西哈，
Because
像素面啊、素菜啊，
um,
都掺
most of the
很多的
time when they eat vegetarian food, they would add lots of fat and oil. So they become
身
really
体瘦
fat.
的比较多，还有病。
But most of them are rather frail and fragile or ill.
我记得我在纽约的时候，那时候
I remember when I was in New York,
那个圣严，
I went
圣
to
严法师知道吗？
the Venerable Sung Yen. Do you know him?
那个叫
What was that called?
华鼓山，华鼓山圣
The
严
Flower
法师
Drum Mountain.
他还没有去
Temple
台湾以前，他是在纽约，
Before he went to Taiwan, he was in New York.
他在纽约。我在纽约的那个
And I was
做法务的时候，
in New York to do
做
Dharma
推进
work,
金刚法的时候，
to
那时候在
perform the
金
Uchusma
刚法我们
Dharma
有这个
ceremony.
几千人的，将近
It
万
was
人
attended
也是
close to tens
我
of
们在麦迪
thousands
森广
people
场
at the Madison
麦迪森
Garden,
馆做法。
Madison Square Garden.
那圣言呢，是在这个纽约的
And Sung Yen was
文教基金会台湾的文教基金会里面
at the
有200多
Taiwan
个人参加他的法会。我们在麦迪森广场
Taiwan rep office was attended by about 200 people. But we were at the Madison Square Garden and attended by thousands, close to 10,000 of participants. It was very expensive.
那个场合是很贵的。那时候圣言也在
That venue was very expensive.
文教中心
And Sung Yen
人的法会，
was in New York too.
还没有创建华鼓山。
That's before he went to Taiwan to establish the Flower Drum Mountain Temple.
检查身体。那个中医师跟我讲，圣严
And
法
there
师
was a Chinese medical doctor who was a two Buddha school disciple who also was the doctor of the Sung Yen
身体里面有
Venerable.
阳有阴，有阳有阴。
So
它的阴非
the
常的盛，
Venerable was very
所以
in
它的阴脉
because inside our body there's the yang element and yin
一般的
element.
这种就是会让你气非常的虚，
So that would
人非常的
be
消
very in and makes
没有一
you
个健康
very frail and very fragile and very weak.
圣严法师的戒律学，他讲的非常好。
And
我喜
he
欢圣严法
was very good at teaching precepts. And I really liked the way he talked about precepts.
圣
That
严法
was
师的
very
这个戒律
important.
学很好，
The
但是他
Vinaya.
没有健康，
But he did not have
圣严法
health.
师是没有健康，没有健康的运。那么我们这样子了，
Wasn't fated for health. But for us,
学密教的一定要有健康
as
的
a
身体
tantric practitioner, we have to have good, healthy
一
body.
定要有健康的身体。
You have to have healthy body.
所以你要学什么？7重的运动，
That's why
6
you have
肢
to
体功法
practice the seven
6肢体功法，7
the
重
seven postures
学
to
瑜伽，
open the
学
yoga,
金刚
to
拳
open the seven
打拳
chakras
啊
and the six posture yoga.
打这个金刚
And
拳
so you have to
让
learn
你的
about
气
Vajrafist exercise
能够充满你的全身，
so that the qi can fill your whole
那气
body.
要充满你的全身，
You want to make the qi to fill your whole body.
要能够运转。
You want to
要
make
能
it
够提起。
circulate and lift.
要能够提起呀、你要有气呀、
You want to
要有
have
力
that
呀、
qi, that power.
这个有气有力，让你的身体那个气要
You
运
have to
转
have qi and power. And you want to circulate your qi in your body.
啊，气要把左火升起来啊，
And you want to make your qi to ignite your
要
inner
火啊
fire.
火是阳啊，
And the fire is yang.
阴是水啊，
And the water
要
is
水火
in.
要交融啊，
And you want the water and the fire to merge, to blend. And you
不
need
然
a
你只有
healthy body to do
会
that.
让你
Otherwise, all you have is water
只有
would
火
to make you very drowsy. If you only have fire, you would
你
always
身
be
体有火会让
excited.
你亢奋
If
身
you
体
have
水
fire,
会让你昏沉，但是
then
没有水也不
you
行，
would
因
be
为没有水会
excited.
上灭地。要这样子
If
静下来，要定，一定要有水。
So you cannot live without water because in order to enter samadhi you need water. But in order to
动静
move
双阴
or to be in action, then you
水
need
火双
fire.
阴热
So
空
therefore,
双阴
the dual execution of movement and quiescence of fire and water,
全部在这个双阴
of
里面
yin and yang,
密教里面是这样子，
they're all part of the dual
所以一
execution.
定水火一定要交融。才能
That's
够
why you
把
want
脉
to
全部打
be able to blend the water and fire in order to open all the channels. And you have to have a healthy body to do that. That's why you want to practice the treasure with energy yoga, the yoga to open the 7 chakras, and the 6 posture yoga, the Vajra fist exercise, so that to make you healthy. Asked by Tan Zhen Yao from Indonesia, if you want lucks in financially, then you practice the wealth deity. And if you want health, then you do the yoga to loosen the 7 chakras, the 6 posture yoga, the Vajra fist exercises, treasure with energy yoga, and each of them require empowerments. If you have time, come to Seattle to receive the empowerments in person. Today, we will talk about the spiritual experiences of the heavenly realm of no form. The last time we already talked about maintaining it and letting it be, and now we will talk about the spiritual experiences of the heavenly realm of no form, or arupa dhatu. The verse in quote, truly merging with the Buddha Mother's empty the 3 realms are empty. If the mind chi is evenly absorbed into the character of wisdom, it will generate the spiritual experiences of the meditation of the 4 infinite nature. So when you enter samadhi or meditation, so you have to absorb into the wisdom character. Then you would have the spiritual experiences of the 4 infinite nature meditation, the meditation of the 4 infinite nature. The first one is Akasananchayatana Jhana, the meditation on the infinite nature of space. That's the first meditation. All thoughts naturally come to the realization that everything is empty. So first you eliminate the forms. I'm not talking about sex or sensuality or looks and appearance, but actually it talks about all appearances or looks. All appearances of forms. So one has discarded all forms. So all phenomena of the human world is not needed anymore during meditation. So in meditation, all you have to do is to visualize the wisdom character. Then you would go to the meditation on the infinite nature of space. Then you would be able to arrive at the meditation of the infinite nature of space. So, the first one, because you renunciate the great earth and all the phenomena of the world. So you want to empty all this. And how you do that is by visualizing the character. And the second one is the meditation on the infinite nature of consciousness. Think that everything appears from oneself's mind consciousness. So just by visualizing the R character, once you abandon the meditation on forms, then the next one is you know that all phenomena comes from your own consciousness, your own mind consciousness. So that all phenomena appears from your own consciousness, then you would reach the meditation on the infinite nature of consciousness. The third meditation is on the idea that nothing is there. Think that everything is external. Internally, in the consciousness, nothing exists. So even the consciousness is nothing, it's empty. Once you think that even the consciousness is empty, then you have arrived at the meditation on the idea that nothing is there. When you regard consciousness to be nothing, then you would reach on the third meditation on the idea that nothing is there. And then you progress further and you think that everything exceeds the sensation of existence and nihilism. It is the topmost spiritual experience of the finite. So you have transcended. So even when you don't have any sensation, that's also a kind of sensation. And of course, when you have sensations, it is a kind of sensations. But even when you don't have any sensations, that is also a kind of sensation. And once you transcend that, then you would reach the heaven of neither perception nor non-perception. And you have reached the meditation of neither perception nor non-perception. The above four meditations do not arise following the stages. And the above is the instructions on the temporary spiritual experiences of the three realms. So the highest heaven of the Arupa Dhatu, or the heavenly realm of no form, is the meditation of neither perception nor non-perception. So once you transcend whether the sensation is there or not, then you have reached that meditation. At that time, there is still a very slight non-perception or non-thought. It's very, 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 very non-thought. A very, very fine kind of thought. And that's the heaven of neither perception or non-perception. That's how I would explain this excerpt. Let me tell you, just now I have taught a very important key formula about meditation. The fire inside your body is yang, the water inside your body is yin. When you have more water, it would be easier to enter meditation. Why? It's easier to fall asleep. When there's more water, you would be drowsy. It would be easier to fall asleep. And when there's more fire, then you would be more stimulated or excited, then you would not be able to fall asleep. When Grandmaster practiced the treasure-based energy yoga, I had more fire, too much fire, that I could not fall asleep. So that's why before sleep I will not do the Tricevis energy yoga, maybe just once or twice. If I do it more, then I would be too excited and I would not be able to fall asleep. And then if it's too much, your eyes would be red, your gums swollen, your head would be dizzy and turning and overstimulated. That's too much fire. And the best is the just right of balance and merging of water and fire, which is the time where you enter into the proper or the right meditation. So I have taught you this. Water is for drowsiness and fire for excitement. And the fire is yang, the water is yin. And when you harmonize both yin and yang perfectly, you enter samadhi. If you're too excited, that would be too tight, too much fire. If there's too much water, then you would be too loose or too low. So you need to understand this. Yang and yin, water and fire. You need to understand that concept. I bet with my girlfriend I lost. So now I have to help her with the hot water to soak her feet. And then she said, add some more salt, so I did. And then when I thought about it, I thought I added some sugar, vinegar, goji, and some other herbs. And the girlfriend asked, are you learning from a Chinese doctor? No, from my mom. Really? So your mom often soak her feet? And the boyfriend said, no. My mom loves to cook pig's feet. Should add the anise, the herb. So he thought he was cooking some braised pork's feet. At the bus, there was a pickpocket that's trying to pick the wallet of a passenger, and the woman lightly tapped his bag. Just don't try. His wallet is with me. And the pickpocket was shocked, like, oh, and said, oh, you're my senior? And the lady replied, no, I'm not your senior, I'm his wife. It made me think of another joke. A kid went to the zoo and he went to the tiger's cage, and the tiger is very ferocious, and he said, I really want to have a pet like that, a tiger pet. And after a couple of decades, his wish was fulfilled. He had a female tigress as his wife.
最后一个笑话，他去动物园，
And there's a kid that went to the zoo and saw a lion.
狮子好啊，
Oh, it's good. Lion's good.
将来我一定要养一个宠物是狮子。
In the future, I want to have a
这个
pet
小孩到
lion.
了30岁的时候，
When he became 30,
终于愿望达成了。
his wish was
这
fulfilled.
个小孩有一个师母，好吗？你朋友
He got a sumo. In Chinese meaning like
非常感谢法王圣尊
A
莲
female
生活法会
lion
的法语开示。
It
雷上司
sounds-
有以下法务活动向大家报告。明天11月22
we are
日
very
星期日下午
grateful to His
3
Holiness
点，
Precious
圣尊
Dharma
莲生活
teaching.
佛将在彩虹
Tomorrow
藏
on
寺主持
November
十轮金刚护摩法
22nd
会
Sunday at
自受
3
十轮
p.m.
金
at
刚
the
法
Rainbow
灌
Temple
顶。
in North Bend, Washington.
详情
His
请参
Holiness
看
will
彩虹
preside
藏寺
over
网站。
Kalachakra Homa fire offering ceremony.
恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛加持大悲咒水几位佛像开光。
And now we are inviting His Holiness to consecrate Buddha images and to bless the Great Compassion Holy Water. This ends the English interpretation today. Thank you very much.
请大家起立做大礼拜。礼拜根本传承上师及十方三世一切诸佛。Om Ah Hum。二拜诸菩萨。Om Ah Hum。三拜诸护法金刚。Om Ah Hum。四平等一起手。 同修会圆满即将结束了，非常感谢根本传承上师的大加持，感谢师母、智慧上师、教授师法师及网络直播现场观看的各级弘法人员的护持，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。网络直播到此结束，非常感谢大家的收看。We now conclude this night broadcast. Thank you for viewing. 恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛加持于会众弟子。